There are many different gorgeous houses with architecture that catches the eye, outdoor spaces that are inviting, and a view that is inspiring. But it is inside where style and that personal touch make it a beautiful home. Many ancestral or heritage homes still remain in Metro Manila, housing not only family memories and heirlooms, but historical moments in the past that are significant to the Filipinos even today. From a 19th century living museum showcasing a family's contributions to our nation's growth, to a late national artist's home, an architectural legacy that shelters his family to this day. Discover two homes that stand the test of time and house family heirlooms, national history, and a rare look at the Philippines' past and present. This historic four-floor mansion is the Miranila House. Declared a heritage house by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, and there are only two such declared houses in Metro Manila that still stand today. Unlike many historical homes that took inspiration from the colonial Spanish and American architecture, the late Francisca Tirona Benitez, founder of the Philippine Women's University, took inspiration for this home in Florence, Italy. Before buildings rose to replace pastures and hills, the tower at the top of the house overlooked the landscape. From here came the house's name, Miranila, or Behold Manila. Francisca designed this home together with her cousin architect, Gregorio Paredes. With her husband, constitutionalist and writer Conrado Benitez, they raised their beautiful family through World War II and other pivotal moments in Philippine history. Neighboring houses fell to ruin, but Miranila miraculously stood its ground, just like its owners who upheld Philippine independence, Filipino educators, and Filipino artists. In this part of the house, which the grandchildren lovingly call the music alcove, hangs a copy of the 19th century portrait by Antonio Malantic. It is that of Soledad Francia. She is painted playing the piano, and this might just be the inspiration for all the Benitez children and grandchildren to continue playing the piano. The mansion was completed in 1929. Nearly a century and 3 generations later, it still houses all of the family's important heirlooms, including Francia's armoire, vanity, and writing desk. In the main dining room, there are 2 more 19th century furniture pieces that the couple valued and loved. Chevron-style altarpieces from Baliwag, Bulacan. The main dining table is carved from one large solid piece of wood. Many meetings that dictated the course of the Philippine history took place at this table, under a rare and beautiful Lalique crystal chandelier. At the end of the larger dining room is a Carlos Botong Francisco mural, which she bought from a friend and had installed in this house. And this is where the Benitez family gathers for lunch every Sunday, a tradition that they maintain until today. When Helena moved into her parents' house decades ago, she infused her taste into the home, but she never once thought of replacing the vision that her parents had, nor did she want their efforts to be forgotten. Upstairs is a reading room where librarian Delia Pineda worked on for 35 years to properly catalog over 5,000 books and manuscripts in the collection. These have all been cataloged digitally as well, giving the younger generation of Filipinos access to literature and documents all the way from the 19th century to the 1990s. Helena's favorite room was the library, where the family collections of Filipiniana is kept. The oldest items are encased in this custom-made glass shelf, with a matching frame containing the portrait of Judge Eugenio Benitez, a delegate from Laguna to the Malolos 1898 Constitutional Convention, and Helena's grandfather. Miranila is currently under the care of Helena's niece, Today, you can book intimate events at this heritage house. But even now that it is open to the public, its legacy lives to be the dwelling for people who value family, honor, relationships, and treasured traditions. This heritage house was certified by the National Museum of the Philippines. It takes on a modern shape, but the materials and the philosophy are of timeless Filipino origins. Resident Malu Antonio Veloso is the daughter of architect Pablo Antonio, one of the Philippines' first national artists for architecture, and the founder of the League of the Philippines Architects in 1951. He is considered the foremost modernist architecture of the Philippines, and he has lived and loved this home very, very much. It is said to be the epitome of tropical living, because we do in fact live in a tropical country. And many architects still visit the house to get a tour and a first-hand experience inside what is essentially resort living in an urban city. Malu says that her favorite room is the living room because this is where architect Pablo used to nap all the time. He claims that the plants inside and around the house help bring calm into the living space. And Malu confirms that he was indeed a calm man. Malu's mother, Marina del Rosario Reyes, was a florist and a dressmaker, so flowers are always present inside the house, dedicated to both parents and their love for nature. Malu continues to tend to her parents' very healthy garden. There's also a pond that surrounds the part of the house. Cross ventilation is key to a home, or any Filipino home for that matter. Even before global warming, architect Pablo learned that air conditioning was not sustainable. He encouraged designers to embrace the fact that we live in a tropical country and that we should create buildings precisely for our country's tropical climate. And his home in Pasay is a beautiful example of that philosophy. In a time when people were building houses that were so closed off to the elements and depended on air conditioning, he was introducing modernism, but still adopting it to a Philippine tropical setting. It is breathtaking to be inside this masterpiece, a house that looks like a cozy resort in the middle of the city, with no need for air conditioning, and with all the fresh air that you need. Modern living does not mean that we should close ourselves off to nature, but rather, we integrate ourselves and our homes into the surroundings. Ancestral homes are not only a look back into the past, but it means to evaluate what would be best for our future. Mira Nila shows off an eclectic collection of 19th and 20th century pieces that can stand the test of time. The Benitez family also uphold the importance of sharing their family's historical collection of books, documents, and manuscripts that give young Filipinos a glimpse into what it meant to build an independent Philippines back then. While the Antonio family maintains its home not only as a family heirloom, but as proof that modern Filipino architecture was admired by foreigners as early as the 1940s. With the presence of ancestral homes and by making them accessible to current-day Filipinos, we can gain inspiration not only in design and style, but also in purpose, how we can live, and how our beautiful homes can encourage others to do the same.